Thanks for the follow. Where's Fred? I have no idea. I actually saw Fred flying over 87. But so far have not seen him at the beach. This is at Navarre Beach, Florida, so east of Pensacola. If I look at the sand a lot, it's because people are in bathing suits and TikTok doesn't like bathing suits. You do a lot of fishing at Fort Pickens? That's cool. Oh, cool. So you're a neighbor. Awesome. Yeah, we've been having a lot of storms coming up from the Gulf, so it's causing a lot of red days. In fact, today is also red. It's not double flagged, but it's red. Well, no. I see a no swimming thing. Yeah, the beaches are gorgeous. There is a no swimming flag that I'm sitting next to, so I have no idea, but yet they don't have double red flags. Maybe this specific area I'm sitting in you can't swim in? I don't know. There are sharks because it's an ocean. But yes, if it's green or yellow, then yes. People are getting in even when it's red, even though you're not supposed to. I always thought the Atlantic was pretty until I came here, and then I realized the Atlantic has nothing on the Emerald Coast. Thank you for the follow. I'm sitting on like a shelf. You can see the sand go straight down. So I was like, whoa, I'll just prop right up here. Like, this is the coolest thing. I'm going to show you guys really quick. See? It goes straight down. Hey, Mike. Is it raining over in Pensacola? Hold on. There's a person in a bathing suit. Hold on. There are people over there. You can see them over there. This is Navarre Beach, Florida, so east of Pensacola, west of Fort Walton. I can't speak. A bunch of birds back here. So cute. Thank you for all the follows. I mean, there's probably about a, I don't know, 60% chance he's up on the pier stealing fish from people. Yes, I'm in Navarre. You can see that big old ledge. Destin is about an hour east of Navarre, depending on traffic. How about the sharks? Well, there's plenty of sharks in there. There's also a turtle nest up on the beach. I'm gonna have to go find it. I know it's somewhere around here. Why do I like sea horizon? I'm not exactly sure what that means. There are sharks in Destin, yes. Anytime there's an ocean, there will be sharks. Like, do you mean why do I like sitting here watching the ocean? Oh, okay, well, it's calming and it feeds my soul. Some people like to go golfing, some people like to listen to music, some people like to go for a jog. I like to sit here and listen to the water. Some people like the mountains. You don't have any stressors at all, Super A1? Then you are blessed. See, Mike gets it. Looks like it's raining over there. Navarre Beach, Florida. So, the panhandle of Florida, Emerald Coast. There are shells in the sand, but they're kind of like, it's not like the same like when you walk on the Atlantic side where you can just walk and you see a bunch of shells on top. You kind of have to dig for them here. Hey, bird. Pensacola is great. I don't really go to Pensacola unless I'm going to dinner, or I go during the winter time because there's just too many people over there. Not enough place to park. I just literally got here, so yes, I do things for a living. Thank you, though. I wish I could sit here all day long. I'm not telling you how old I am. This is not about me. This is about the ocean. This is salt therapy for people who like the beach. My age has nothing to do with it. Right now it's red flag. You used to live in Navarre? Cool. Oh my God. Sorry guys, I had to move the camera away from people. Thank you. I am happy now. I'm at the beach. Oh, look at all the birds. Staying in Mississippi for a week, hoping to come see the beach Tuesday. Cool. Those birds were wild. Look at these birds. Isn't it? It's one of the best sounds in the world. It's God's medicine. Sorry, I'm trying to dodge people in bathing suits. Because TikTok does not like people in bathing suits. I learned my lesson. I live here. So this is what I do. My daily content is anything salt life. So if you like this type of stuff, then follow me. Thank you for the follows. I'm on this really cool, like, look how far down that goes. Well, I don't even know if you can tell on the phone, but I figured if I sit down, I won't get wet up here. I've got all kinds of stuff on my page for you guys to enjoy. Sea turtles and dolphins and all the stuff. Thank you for the gift. That was sweet. This is in the USA. Thank you for all the likes. For the full experience, you get to listen to the seagulls. Where's everybody from? Is there any landlocked people? Denver, I love Denver. You guys have the best zoo. Algeria, wow. San Antonio, Texas, another beautiful place. Yes, I went to the zoo twice while I was there. I loved it so much. We also went to a museum too. I can't remember, was it dinosaurs maybe? It was a while ago. This is Navarre Beach, Florida, so east of Pensacola. South Africa. Jacksonville. Oh, cool. Prom at the zoo. That's really neat. I've driven through Jacksonville many times, but I've never stopped. Yeah, drive-through city. I stopped in St. Augustine for a little while. I wish I could have spent more time discovering, but we only had like a day, so had to go through really quick. Cool. Panama City Beach is about 2 hours east of Navarre. Is the ocean dangerous? Yes, because it's water. And you can drown in water. Plus, there's a lot of things in there that can bite. Yes, you will still get a tan when it's cloudy. I got sunburnt the other day and it was cloudy. Navarre is a little bit more laid back than PCB, yeah. But you know what? I used to live in Panama City, and I used to always go to Mexico Beach, which is on the east side. So it's on, if you know where Tyndall Air Force Base is, it's on the east side of that, and that was my favorite beach. It was very secluded and quiet. I loved it. I don't know anything about rentals on the beach because I'm local. So I don't really look at that kind of stuff. I'm sorry. Well, I know undertow will actually take you underneath the water. Rip current will rip you out. But I would look that all, I would Google that stuff. Because I'm not gonna give you guys, you know, uneducated info. But I know that an undertow will actually rip you underneath the water. You just came off of Navarre. You gotta be careful with the sun. I do know though, when it says double red flag and there's a little person in the bottom flag and it says, you know, no swimming, don't swim. Listen to the lifeguards. They know that, you know, they know why you're not supposed to be doing it. It's because there is rip currents that will take you in. You can also get fined a lot of money. And then if there's a purple flag, it's for the marine life, so like jellyfish and sharks and stuff. Ever seen a lobster? No, I've not seen a lobster here. No, this is Navarre Beach. I'm 2 hours west of PCB. You can see the turquoise in the water a little bit. There were a lot of dolphins. I haven't seen dolphins in a couple weeks. I always seem to be missing them. Well, from what I saw, there are chances of rain every single day. But that's summer. Summer, usually we will have a chance of rain every single day. Usually in the afternoon when the heat builds up and it makes the showers. So if you want to go to the beach, go in the morning. You're welcome, Diane. No, they're just pop-up storms, like maybe an hour at most. This is Navarre Beach, Florida. So east of Pensacola, if you know where that's at. Good morning. Also, it's it's turtle nesting season, so if you're out at night on the beach, please only use red light. Don't use white light because it distracts the sea turtles. We do have a sea turtle nest right now in Navarre Beach. I think it was laid 2 days ago. So obviously don't go, you know, messing around with it. It's marked off. You'll see that it's a turtle nest. But when they hatch, they look towards the moon to go back to the water. And if you have white light on, they get confused and they go, you know, the opposite direction. Just, you know, relaying information. Thank you. There's the Navarre Pier. I'm trying to avoid people in bathing suits. Sorry. Thank you for the follows and the shares and all the likes and stuff. I appreciate it. Probably something to drink, maybe some snacks, an umbrella so you can sit underneath it so you don't get overheated with the sun, a blanket. If you have children, obviously like little sand toys, sunblock obviously. Just stay hydrated as much as you possibly can. And then if you do sandcastles and holes, cover them all up and knock down the sandcastles for the turtles. There was a sea turtle that was trying to lay its nest, and I think it was in Pensacola, and it got stuck in a big hole. I think last week sometime. This is Navarre Beach, Florida. Yes, yes, it does. If you go to my page, you can see how clear the water usually gets, especially in the winter time frame. There's people coming by, so that's why I'm not showing you the water right now. Anytime I like take the camera away from the water is because people are walking in bathing suits. TikTok does not like that, so. That's a way to make money. That's what I should be doing. I'm gonna go get some popsicles and sell them on the beach. It's been rough for what? I feel like over a week now at this point. We've got a lot of storms coming up from the Gulf. No, it says no swimming. I do see people out there, but they all have boogie boards. I personally, if I have children, I wouldn't have my children out there today because I know how dangerous the water is. You'll be in Fort Myers. Awesome. Thank you for the follow. There's a weird like little inlet or something like here, and I think that's why the wives are doing like the crisscross action. Kind of why I sat here, because there's like a really cool wave formation going on. If you look, I don't know if you can see this, but see how it goes? It just drops down. I'm like looking down the shoreline, and all the other waves are coming straight in, but here they're kind of going crisscross. So I think it is just because of the, you know, how the sand is here. Like that guy, he's like only ankle deep, but you would think he's a lot deeper. It's weird. The water is 79 degrees. It's perfect. This is Navarre Beach, Florida. In the panhandle of Florida. Anna Maria Island tomorrow. I do not know where that's at. Where is that at? Close to Destin, okay. I'm actually going to Destin tomorrow. Thank you for the likes. Your dream is to come here one day? Well, I hope it happens for you. I'm sure it will. Okay. Yep, it's red flag today. Cool, Huggy. Have fun. Yeah, we've got a lot of storms coming up from the Gulf, so it makes the waves big. As you can see, the sky is kind of angry looking. So in my humble opinion, the Gulf side of Florida is better than the Atlantic side. So the Emerald Coast, which is white sand, you get the blue water, the clear water. That's better, in my opinion, than the Atlantic. I've done both. I actually grew up vacationing on Ormond Beach, basically, I don't know how many years, 15, 20 years, something like that. And it was my mom's condo. And then I came and I moved to Panama City, and I was like, what have I been missing? And yeah, nothing beats it now. So if you're gonna visit the beaches, come to the Emerald Coast. Destin, Pensacola, Navarre, Fort Walton, Panama City Beach, Mexico Beach, Clearwater, anywhere along there. You were just at Pensacola? Cool. I have never done the 38 Destin thing. Maybe I have, I just don't realize it. I don't know. I mean, I drive on 98. I don't really pay attention to, like, you know, signs and stuff. Thanks, Barbara. It is red today. They've got this little flag over here. It says no swimming. So I don't know if it's just this spot in the beach or if it's the whole beach. There's people getting in the water and the lifeguards are letting them. So I am kind of confused. I am 2 hours west of Panama City Beach. I usually just use an umbrella. It's 79 degrees, the water is. So it's kind of chilly, but not bad at all. There's some people who do some fancy stuff with their, you know, canopies and stuff. I just plop an umbrella in the sand. Hey neighbor. Go ahead.
You videoing?
Yeah, you can go.
Yeah.
This sand is amazing though. Look at this. It's like sugar. I think Navarre Beach is a good place for families. I live here and I've got 5 kids. Navarre is a quieter beach than PCB. Opal Beach is right next door to Navarre Beach. Ugh. They always stop right in front of me. If you like more like small kind of beach town type stuff, Navarre is the place to go. Oh, have fun. Yep, this is Navarre. Stormy, Mariah. I mean, yeah, it's busy in July. It's busy really all summer long, to be honest. Until August, until kids go back to school, that's when it starts to get better. I'm at a beach in Florida, Navarre Beach. Yeah, Earl, the secret is out. When they used to say the best kept secret, now it's the most relaxing place or something like that. Oh, cool. You used to live in Pensacola. Well, Navarre is east of Pensacola. I love the beach too. That's why I'm letting you guys all see it. Oh, cool. Do you visit your sister a lot and get your salt therapy? I love it in October, but it's because the weather is a little bit cooler. The water doesn't really start to cool down until probably the end of October. I've lived here for only 4 years, so you've got a lot of years on me. Oh, cool. No, I'm in Florida. No, I'm not going swimming. Just here to show you guys the beach. That's it. Hello, neighbor. The water is 79 degrees the last time I checked. I don't find Florida any more expensive than anywhere else I've lived. I'm asking the same thing. The sun has been gone for a while now, it seems. I saw the sun maybe, I don't know, 30 minutes today. Yes, the humidity. It's awful. I love the sea turtles on the... I don't know if you know, Earl, but there's a sea turtle, a loggerhead, laid a nest on Navarre Beach. It was laid like 2 days ago. Yep, I saw a video on one of the local Facebook pages. I lived all around the country because my husband is military. Well, it was. He's basically retiring now, but I don't find this place any more expensive than any of the other places I've lived. I love turtles too. If you go to my page, Red Squeaks, you can see a bunch of turtle content. Ex-Navy wife? Cool. My husband's Air Force. Top favorite places. South Dakota. I lived in Ellsworth, South Dakota, which is the Air Force base there. That was my top favorite. I lived in Panama City Beach, which that doesn't count because I moved there on my own, which is then when I met my husband. So, and South Carolina, we lived in Camden, South Carolina for a while. And then here, this is our last duty station, so we were in New Mexico for a little while, and I absolutely hated it. Bye, Earl. I have no idea what the teacher salaries are. The sun's kind of coming out. It's playing peekaboo. Thank you for the follows. It is a red flag today. There are some people in the water, but mostly they're not going too far. Yeah, if it's like a double red flag, you're not supposed to be in the water. So, oops. See that flag right over there? Oops. So basically what they do, there's a flag right here too, which you can see the no swimming sign. So what the beach does, what the lifeguards do, they put out flags. If it's double red flag, then you cannot swim in the water because it's too dangerous. And if you're in the water, you can get a fine. If it's a yellow flag, that means just be cautious. If it's a green flag, you're good to go. This is in Navarre Beach, Florida, so east of Pensacola. Yes, and then when you're even in Navarre specifically, when you're driving to the beach, they have this, it's like right by the gas station, there is a flag, gigantic flag, you can't miss it, and it tells you what the color is. Definitely educate yourself before you come to the beach on flags, because they're not there to look pretty, they're there because there are dangers in the water, and they're trying to warn you of that, because if you get swept out there, someone has to save you. Also, if there's a purple flag, that means there's dangerous marine life, so like sharks, jellyfish, etc. and so on. Oh, same. Yes. If you dig a hole, cover it up. If you do like sandcastles, knock them down, because this beach has nesting sea turtles, and the sea turtles get stuck in the gigantic holes, or the baby sea turtles get stuck in the holes and they can't get out of the water, or the sandcastles stop them from getting into the water. I do too. I pick up trash, especially on the pier. I'm always picking up fishing line. Make sure you throw away your trash so the sea turtles and the animals don't eat it. You know, just, normal things that we should all be doing. I don't like to harp on that kind of stuff, but we've had 2 sea turtles drown because they got caught up with fishing line. So it's, it's sad. Dolphin Island, yeah, I've never been there. Yeah, I saw a plastic bag floating in the water the other day. People don't realize sea turtles think those are jellyfish, and then they eat the plastic bag. Yes, and definitely also don't feed the pelicans, especially with like bones and stuff, because it'll puncture their pouch. And then they literally starve to death. This is Navarre Beach, Florida, next to Pensacola. You just go to my page and you'll see all the turtle content. Just click Kate Salt Life and you'll see all the turtle videos that I've got. Basically, you just click follow creator and you'll get all my content. I don't blame you. I love Navarre. I had you at the sea turtle, yeah. I'm gonna track down the sea turtle nest that a loggerhead sea turtle laid 2 days ago. I'm gonna get some videos of it. Just so you guys can see what a sea turtle nest looks like. I am blessed that I live here. Santa Rosa RV Park. Where is that at? So you met Sweet Pea? They have a sea turtle sea turtle hospital in, I think it's Mariana. It's in the Keys, in Florida Keys. And I so badly want to go there. I donate to them all the time, but I want to go there and see all the turtles. Yep, Sweet Pea, three-legged, right before the bridge. Is it on 87? I don't know. I don't pay attention much to the RV places. I know there's one on 87. Oh, okay, that's it? Okay, cool. There was one turtle 2 weeks ago. It was dragging line, and I was hoping that they had caught him. See how that says no swimming? I ordered a sea turtle bracelet off of Facebook. I don't remember what site it is, but they give you like a special tracking thing, and you get to track your sea turtle all over wherever it's at. That was cool. My kids loved it. Like it's an actual app on your phone. Yeah. Yeah, it was super cool. The sun has come out. Thank you for the follows. I have not seen that guy now. Is he on TikTok or something? Thanks for the repost. When you do, you can like message me the name so I can look them up. What does that say? Surfside, no bubbles, no troubles. Iced tea. I'm glad you like it, Angela. This is Navarre Beach, Florida, east of Pensacola, Florida. Oh, cool. I think I might be here until the sunset, but we'll see. I got a busy day tomorrow. I have to go to Destin. My daughter has a dance recital, so I'll be out there all day. I have never seen any shark teeth shells here. Doesn't mean that they're not here. They might be. I don't really look for shells either, so. Thank you for the follow. I'm gonna try to do a sunrise video also on Sunday. Weather permitting, of course. Like I can actually see the rain over there. It's a little curious bird. It's hard to find the shells here. You have to kind of dig in the sand. The sand is very soft. It's like sugar. I have never been to St. George, but I know that if you like kind of like a small kind of beach town vibe, Navarre is the one. So here's like, it's like if you ever touched brown sugar, that's what it reminds me of. Thank you for the follows. So my favorite place to eat in Navarre, I actually don't even have a favorite place to eat in Navarre. But there's Dewey Destin's, there's Where You're At Seafood. That's up in Holly, but that's like right up the road from Navarre. I go to Flounders in Pensacola. That's my favorite restaurant. I can't think of any other places that I like. Sorry, favorite bird. I love pelicans. Annie D's is okay for breakfast. Oh, TC Front Porch. If you're ever here in Navarre, go there for breakfast. It is the best. So yeah, I do have a favorite restaurant. It's TC's Front Porch. I've never been to Windjammers before. They used to have a Cajun place. I forgot what it's called, but Andy D's took it over, and we used to eat there a lot. Okay. I'll see. I'll try to find them. In Navarre, you can go see the sea turtle place with Sweet Pea. Most of everything to do is mostly in like Pensacola and Destin. Or maybe I'm just a boring mom. There's a lot of places in Navarre that sell crab legs. Yeah, there is the blow-up obstacle course. There's the Naval Museum on the Navy base in Pensacola, so you could see the airplanes and the big models of the Blue Angels and stuff. Destin has a lot of shopping places, like Destin Commons. A lot of shopping. You can rent a boat and go boating in the Sound. That's fun. Oh, cool. Fire chicken. Have fun. That's so cool. I love dolphins so much. I hear a helicopter. There have been people who have seen manatees go underneath up here. I would love to see a manatee. I've lived here 4 years and I still have yet to see one. It's raining way over there. I don't know if you can tell through your phone, but it's raining over there. I don't know if it's coming this way or not. We'll have to see. Where did I live before Florida? I lived in South Carolina. But my husband is military, and that's where we lived. And then his last duty station is here. And so he's retiring, and so now we're here forever. It's red flag, which means you shouldn't be swimming. If it's double red flag, excuse me, if it's double red flag, you're not supposed to be swimming. There's a red flag up there where you walk into the beach, but there's a red flag right there that says no swimming. So I like Florida more because when I was like 20 years old, I moved to Panama City Beach. And that's how I met my husband. He was in the Air Force. So I always say I like Florida more, but South Carolina was awesome too. I lived near Columbia, so in the middle of South Carolina. But Florida is my most Florida's home. It's always been home. I like the coast. I hear you, little seagull. If I were going to move away from Florida, I would probably move back to South Carolina. It depends on what you like. If you like the coast, then I would say stay along the coast. If you don't mind, if you just want to be in Florida, then I don't know. I used to vacation a lot in Kissimmee, but I'm not sure. It's really your preference. If you know where Tyndall Air Force Base, on the east side of that is Mexico Beach, which is even smaller. It's even smaller than Navarre Beach. That's probably where I'd retire. Yes, all day, on and off. In fact, there's more rain coming. You can kind of see it. Fort Myers is your favorite beach? I like the Panhandle because we get the 4 seasons, so it does get cold here, and leaves do change colors. If I don't think I'd want to live in like Central Florida or South Florida because it's the same it's like the same all year round, and I think that's boring. That's true. It'll be over in 5 minutes. In the summer, we get pop-up storms all summer long, so this is Navarre Beach, Florida. Thank you for all the follows. If you like beach content, then for sure follow. It says, no swimming. There are people in the water, and there is a lifeguard on the stand over there, but you're coming to Navarre in 2 weeks? Cool. No, I didn't see that TikTok. You moved away from Florida because of that? Bubblegum? Nobody could get me to leave the beach. That's horrible. Yes, I'm local. I would move probably to Chapin. Or my husband has always mentioned Charleston. I like Chapin because it's more of like a country lifestyle, but Charleston's more of like a coastal thing. This reminds you of Cuba. This is in Navarre Beach, Florida, in the Panhandle. You moved to California? Oh man. Well, are you at least by the water? This isn't Myrtle Beach. I own a house. But that's as much as I'll go in just because there's, you know, just for privacy reasons. I had a situation on TikTok a little while back. If you like look back at my old videos, there was a person called Southern Storm who was making up lies about how he was a local to Destin. It was a little girl who drowned in Destin, Florida. And so, yeah, he's not a nice person. And so I have to be very careful on what I say. We're thinking about buying land and then turning our house into a VRBO. There's a lot of beach accesses. There's a lot of areas here in Navarre that flood. There's let's see, 3 or 4 beach accesses here in Navarre. Oh, you sent a dolphin? That's a cool gift. My brother lives in San Diego. Yeah, it's raining over there too. I can see the rain. You should check my page out. I've got a bunch of dolphin footage. Not the best. Some people get some really good dolphin stuff, but it is on there, so. Can you guys see the turquoise of the water? I'm not sure if you can see it or not. Because the screen, my screen looks super dark. You're welcome. Anytime. When I put my phone down, it's so that you don't see bathing suits and stuff, because TikTok gets mad about it. Oh, from Hawaii. Love it. Would love to go to Hawaii. Close your eyes and pretend that you're here. This is east of Pensacola. This is in Navarre. No, the water's been crazy all week. We've had double red flags every day. I live here. I think it's worth going in June, because I don't like swimming in the ocean. I only swim if my kids are in the water, and that's for safety issues. I like to protect them, but otherwise my butt's on the beach. I'm dodging people as they walk through. Sorry, guys. I got in trouble a couple days ago. No, I don't swim in the ocean. That guy just totally wiped out. It's about 80 degrees here. $80 degrees and stormy on and off. Oh my gosh. I used to swim in the ocean all the time. I don't really care for it. I also, funny enough, I don't like how I feel when I get out because I'm covered in like salt and stuff. Because TikTok doesn't like me showing people in bathing suits. Which, I don't aim for people in bathing suits. They walk in front of my camera. And then I was literally actively trying to move away from them, and I got in trouble by TikTok. They said, you know, bad. So now I have to dodge anyone who comes near so that my TikTok doesn't get shut down. No, I moved here 4 years ago because my husband was military. TikTok is crazy sometimes. Yeah, we have a huge military population. So yeah, so if I'm like looking at the sand, if you're looking at the sand, that's why. I go live at the beach twice a week, usually on the weekends, because Monday through Friday I'm busy with my children and my husband. Niceville is also military too, yes. I have no idea where Edgewater Beach Resort is. Dodge the fishing lines. I do go live on the pier also, but yes, it's typical to get thunderstorms in June and July. Usually we get them in the afternoon because of the heat, and they're only usually around for maybe an hour or so, and then they go away. There's a boardwalk in Pensacola. I think most of the South gets storms in the afternoons during the summer. South Carolina did when I lived there. I've lived in Georgia. We got them there. Oh my gosh, really? Dangerous vehicle. Yeah, I don't understand TikTok sometimes. Best beach I've been to, Antigua. I went to Antigua with my parents when I was little. I got a sunburn a couple days ago, yeah. Which I was like only here for an hour, and my face was blood red. It was weird. This is Navarre Beach, Florida. So, east of Pensacola, it's in the panhandle of Florida. Emerald Coast. Thank you for the gifts. I've seen worse on TikTok than people walking around in bathing suits. That's why I was completely like took off guard. I was like, are you kidding me? I've seen worse on TikTok, flipping through it, than people enjoying the beach. Your question went by too fast. Am I on a cliff? I'm on a little bit of a hill. It just says no swimming, so. I've also had like 3 or 4 lifeguards pass me and not care, so I don't think this area is, you know, you can't sit there. Oh, no, I'm not on a dune. The dunes are back here. Nope. I'm on the beach. This is a Navarre beach, so this is west of Destin. I would never go up on a dune. I know better than that. I definitely feel more calm living next to a beach, yeah. Especially at like sunrise. If I don't know, many of you may not be religious or have a relationship with Jesus, but sunrise, I love to pray. I love to feel close to like people that have passed on in my family. Just makes me feel at peace. "45 minutes away, aw." When I lived in Camden, South Carolina, I lived, I think, 2 hours from Charleston. We lived there 5 years and I didn't go one time. Yes, Crab Island is usually packed. It's also super dangerous. They don't tell you this, but there are actual currents that go around Crab Island because it's not really an island. And you can easily get sucked out. Yeah, we get a lot of people in Navarre for sure. But I'm gonna give you guys a secret. If you aren't like crazy about swimming in the water, come in like November, December, January, February, because there's like nobody here on the beach and the water is just gorgeous. Like, you'll see if you follow me, because my youngest child, I should say, is going to pre-K, so now I'm going to have no kids during the day. And so I'm going to be doing lives during the winter, and you guys are going to see. It's going to be amazing. I love the winter here. It's just gorgeous. There's someone sprayed along the power lines in East Milton and killed a bunch of chickens. They did it by helicopter. I guess they spray along the power lines, and a bunch of chickens died, a horse died. So, yeah, it's bad. During the winter, it can get down to like 48 during the day, and then at night it can get down to like 28. We got snow actually 2 winters in a row, which is insane. Yeah, they're investigating it right now. They don't know who sprayed, but yeah, the snow actually killed one of my palm trees. I was pretty sad. And that was even with me wrapping them up. They still died. I would not move to Central Florida. I love visiting Kissimmee, but I would never live there. I would never move to California, no. I like this part of the country. I lived in South Dakota, which was awesome. I would actually move back to South Dakota if it wasn't so cold. I think I saw a dolphin out there. If I see it again, I'll try to zoom up. I'm not sure if I'm just seeing things, or maybe if it was a bird or something. There's plenty of, it's called sargassum, I believe. Oh, look how pretty the clouds are over there. And there's some over here too. cities in Florida. Kissimmee, if you like Disney World. Ormond Beach is my favorite favorite place on the west side of Florida, or east side of Florida, excuse me. On the Atlantic, Ormond Beach is my favorite, which is right next to Daytona. And then my favorite place on this side of Florida is Panama City Beach. Definitely go check out Key West. Yeah, they hold Milton also holds a flower festival, and the butterfly people actually were there. I'm also an avid gardener too. I spend a lot of money on flowers and plants and stuff. It's like 84 right now and like spotty storms. I think Panama City has, like, I used to teach in Panama City, and I also chose to move there when I was 20. So it's just a special place. I also got married there. I had my first kid there. I just love Panama City. No, I'm in Navarre Beach, so I'm 2 hours west of Panama City. Panama City also has St. Andrews Park, which I think is really pretty. And as I said, they have Mexico Beach, which is like really quiet. Red flag. We've got no swimming flag. And then over on the dune, it's just red. A master gardener. I wouldn't say, if you've ever watched The Garden Dancer, her name is Laura. She's on YouTube. I'm obsessed with her. I'm not her. But I do have a beautiful garden. Because there are rip currents, so you can get sucked out to sea. So yeah, if you like to garden and you don't follow The Garden Dancer on YouTube, she lives my dream life. Red flags means less people on the beach though, Mike. Because a lot of people just come to swim. This is Navarre Beach. I've never been to Butler, no. Today the traffic was fine. Justin, you're flying down tomorrow. Cool. This is Navarre Beach, Florida. So east of Pensacola. West of Fort Walton. Thank you for the follows. Yep, red flags. There is, when you come into the chat, it says hi from Navarre Beach, Florida. I don't know if Mike's in here, maybe he can explain, but so there's a no swim there, and then there's only one red flag up there. I don't know. Usually if you can't swim, there'll be a double flag at the pole. You can always tell who's visitors because they're all sunburnt. Oh gosh. Use your sunscreen, guys. Use your sunscreen. More people coming. I'm gonna have to dodge them. Sorry. Yeah, I guess to be fair, I did sunburn 2 days ago, but it was cloudy and I was only here for an hour, and I got off the beach and my face was blood red. Which is crazy because my face is actually quite tan, so. My husband, he's Cajun and he never burns. Like he like just gets so tan and golden. I'm so jealous. I'm sorry, I'm dodging people. People are walking in front now. They're walking all the way out there. You would think it's deeper over there, but it's not. There's got to be a sandbar. So I was not a lead teacher. I was a paraprofessional. So I was a personal paraprofessional in ESE. My student was visually impaired, meaning he was completely blind. And so I was his eyes. I was the one that basically helped him learn and got him place to place. And I worked with pre-K ESE, and then I went to first grade or kindergarten, and then I went up to first grade, and then I went to second, and then I went to third, and then I decided to start a family and I left. In fact, my student, I actually named my son after him because I loved him so much. He's like 21 years old now. It's unbelievable. Yeah, this child was born with trisomy 13, I believe it was. He had a lot of things going on, but he was super smart. Like, I learned a lot from him. I also used to babysit him during the summers. His parents and I got along really well, so but I decided I wanted to be home and with my kids and raise my children, and my husband was like, why not? Let's do it, and that's what I've been doing. The school that I used to teach at is completely gone because forgot what hurricane, but it destroyed it. The hurricane that came up through Mexico Beach and Panama City, what was it, 7, 8 years now? It destroyed the school. I always wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. Probably because my mom was a workaholic. And so I never saw her very much. She taught nursing at a college level, and she was gone all the time. So then my dad was a truck driver, so he was gone all the time. And then my husband's gone a lot because he's in the military. So I was just like, I'm going to be home with my kids. You're at a primary school, cool. You honestly don't make much money being a paraprofessional, so I would have had to pay to put my kid in daycare. So I was like, do I want to pay for someone else to take care of my kid, or would I rather just save money and take care of my kids? So now that my youngest is going to pre-K in August, which I'm going to cry my eyes out, I'm going to do a lot of content and those type of things. Just for fun. I love being a mom. My oldest is 15 and my youngest, so I have a 15-year-old, an almost 13-year-old, a 10-year-old, a 7-year-old, and then a 4-year-old. So I am a busy mom. My daughter is going Monday through Thursday, and then Friday she is off. There are plenty of TikToks logged that you can go and you can listen to the ocean and no one talks. I like to talk, sorry. Oh yeah, volunteer, sure. I figured I could go to like field trips and stuff and do like stuff in the classroom. Oh, our school is super, super strict. So yeah, I would definitely need a background check, but I would pass with flying colors. Thanks for the follows. Do you guys hear the seagulls? They're mad. Navarre Beach is next to Pensacola Beach. So it's east of Pensacola, if you know where that's at. I don't know if the seagulls are named. I'm not sure that the turtles are named. All I know is we have the mascot Sweet Pea. If they are, then I don't know about it. They might be. You're going to Golf Breeze tomorrow? Cool. It's not supposed to rain tomorrow, so you should be good. You're going to Destin? Cool. Destin is gorgeous. Sorry, when I show you the sand, it's because people are walking in front of me in bathing suits, and TikTok does not like bathing suits. There's a kit that you can buy that you can actually raise butterflies and let them go. I'm going to buy a kit for my daughter to do. When I looked at the weather app, it said 88% humidity. Also, if you go to Navarre, I think it's NavarreBeachCam.com, you can actually see the water 24/7 because they've got a camera up on the condo. Cool. In a little bit, I'm going to go find a sea turtle nest that a loggerhead laid a nest about two days ago, and I'm going to go find it, and I'm going to take video of where it's at. Thank you, Pumpkin. Oh, thank you for the information. I've never done one before, so I have no idea. I just saw it and I thought it would be cool. Sorry, I'm plugging my phone in. I'm trying to charge my phone. So I'm giving you guys a ride. I will definitely take that into consideration. It smells like ocean. I wish I could like send everybody the smell of the ocean in a bottle. Yes, this is Florida. This is the panhandle of Florida. Also known as the Emerald Coast. Thank you for all the follows. If you like salt life content, salt therapy, please give me a follow. Destin and Navarre are the same. They have the same water, same type of beach. So I say it's a tie. If you want, so Destin is a lot more populated than Navarre is. So if you want a quieter beach, I would go to Navarre. Pensacola is really overcrowded too. That's why I don't go very often. My husband and I will go to Flounders for dinner or lunch or something, and that's about it. Pensacola has awful parking. There's no place to park. Flounders is delicious. Just if you go sit outside, it is the you literally can see the sound from where you eat. They have a little fire pit. They've got a playground for kids. It's amazing. That's the only time my husband and I get a date, is going to Flounders, because our kids go play and then we can actually sit down together and have dinner together. Because babysitters are not cheap. You have 6 kids, I have 5 kids. So I understand. I've never been to the coffee shop there. Although I don't drink coffee anymore. So, used to love coffee. I still love coffee. I just don't drink it. A lot of the food trucks I've tried are really salty. This is Florida. That is the Navarre Beach Pier. Oh, you were? Cool. That must have been a cool experience. They just had a hammerhead off of the pier a couple of days ago, or like a week ago. Okay, thank you. Well, that's good to know. I have an old dog. I think she's like almost 13. I want to take her to the Pensacola Beach. She's old. I want her to see the beach before she goes to doggy heaven. Awesome, Daisy. I hope you have a good time when you get here. Tomorrow I might have some content from Destin because I'm going to be there all day. I know that there's one right off of Pensacola Beach, if that's the one that you're talking about. It goes Pensacola Beach, and then right after is the dog park, then it's Opal Beach, then it's Navarre Beach, and then it's Fort Walton, and then Destin. Destin is only an hour east of here. So if you're in Navarre, if you come to visit Navarre, you could definitely drive to Destin. Thank you for the follows and the likes and the shares. I appreciate it. Oh, Greece. Cool. I would love to go to Greece. This is Navarre Beach, Florida. So it's in the panhandle of Florida, east of Pensacola. Close your eyes and pretend, Isaac. Whenever I get the money, I'll give you a shout out. Going to Greece is kind of expensive. It's about 84 degrees outside right now. You're in the panhandle of Texas. Cool. I would take dry heat over humidity any day though. It's, the last time I checked, the water is 79 degrees. Because humidity feels like you can't breathe. The air is so thick you can cut it with a knife, that type of stuff. Yeah. I like dry heat. South Dakota, I lived in South Dakota for 5 years, and I love the dry heat. Let's see if I can zoom up. Thank you for the follows. Yes, the dry heat does feel better, for sure. Yeah, I definitely will be doing lives early in the morning during the summer, because the only reason why I'm here now is because it's only like 84 degrees and a nice cool breeze, but I cannot do the humidity. So once it gets like fall time frame, like late fall, then I'll be out during the morning hours. Maybe afternoon, depending. We'll see. You don't get views like this where there's dry heat. Yeah, that's true. You also don't have water, yeah. Landlocked. South Dakota had a lake that we used to go to in Hot Springs. That was pretty cool. Looks clear over here. Shopping, renting a boat. That's about it. There's a Navy museum. You can go to do that in Pensacola. See the Blue Angels on the weekends practicing. That's pretty fun out in Fort Pickens. You can see a fort out in Fort Pickens. Yeah, they're pretty expensive. Although the prices are coming down. We bought 4 years ago or 3 years ago, and it was really expensive. Again, when I look down, it's because people are walking by in bathing suits, and TikTok gets mad at me, so. It is beautiful, for sure. Let's see if I can get closer to the water. It could be. What beach are you on? Yes, we have red flags. I'm in Navarre, so I don't know where Seagrove is. Where's Seagrove? What part of Florida? Why have I never heard of that? A, okay. Like Destin area? I don't know where all the beaches are, so I'll have to look that up. Okay, so yeah. So if you're in the Destin area, you're about an hour from me. Welcome from Georgia. You're that way, Mike. You're way down there. I'll be in Destin tomorrow, actually. It's a beautiful day for the beach. Not too hot. I love it. And it rained a lot, so there's not a lot of people here. Yeah, we're gonna leave super early. My daughter has a dance thing going on, so we have no choice. Hi, Brett. In a little while, I'm gonna walk and try to go find the sea turtle nest. And I'll do a video of it. No, I don't live on the beach. I wish I did. You will probably have storms, but they'll be pop-up storms. They did, Mike. I get a lot of requests too. It's annoying. Did you get in trouble? Well, just make sure if you do go live, don't show any bathing suits because TikTok gets really angry. I learned that like a couple days ago. Which is crazy because if you like flip through videos, there are worse that you see. You're originally from Texas. Neat. You're going to be here tomorrow, Kim? Awesome. We have a lot of storms coming up from the Gulf, which is making the water really rough. Thanks for the follow, Mike. I'll follow back when I get off live. I'm in Navarre Beach, Florida. Hi, Derek. Just sharing some salt therapy with everybody. Navarre, you came to Navarre 3 years ago. It has grown so much in 3 years. You may not even recognize it. Hi, Mrs. Pig. Thank you for all the likes. The seagulls back here. You arrive tomorrow? That's awesome. Enjoy your time. It's not a, yeah, the sign used to say, Navarre Beach best kept secret. Now it says what does it say? Best relaxing or most relaxing place or something. It's not a secret anymore. Secret is out. See, even the seagulls are yelling about it. Sunset is, I think, supposed to be around 7:56. And it's 5 o'clock right now. Yeah, most relaxing place or something like that. you guys follow me, you should be able to see my live on Sunday morning. I'm going to come out here early to see the sunrise. Obviously, if weather cooperates. I have to dodge the storms this time of year. Tomorrow I'm going to try to get some Destin content for you guys. We'll see. We needed to rain too. We were under a severe drought, so I can't complain. I'm on Central Time. You just left yesterday from Navarre. Did you have fun? Were you able to enjoy the beach without too much rain? Thank you for the gifts, Aaron, and the follow. That's awesome. You're going to Daytona Beach. Cool. I used to go to Ormond Beach every year when I was a kid. This is what the sand looks like. So if you could imagine brown sugar, that's how it feels. You're going to see the ocean for the first time. That is so exciting. I'm so excited for you. This is Navarre Beach, Florida, so it's in the Panhandle. Navarre is 8 hours from you. Oh. Sorry, little girl ran in front of my live feed. I would take you guys walking down the beach, but I think TikTok will get mad because there's people in bathing suits. So, During the winter, I will definitely go walking on the beach, because there will be nobody on the beach for, you know, TikTok to be upset about, except a bunch of old people in lawn chairs, because we get a lot of snowbirds. But right now there's a lot of people in bathing suits. Hey Tides, if you guys want a good creator to follow on the New Jersey side, go follow Tides and Steps. And she does quiet walks on the beach. I talk way too much, I know. Corporal Christie is 8 from us. Interesting. So Tides and Steps, if you want content from the New Jersey side, the Atlantic Ocean, go follow her. I would love to go to Oregon. I've never been to Oregon. Drop down where everybody is from. If you feel comfortable telling me where you're from. North Carolina, awesome, beautiful state. Ohio, awesome. Can you see the colors well, Tides? I can't tell because my screen is really dark. Oh, so you can see the colors, awesome. My screen looks super dark, so I can't tell what you guys can see. I'm actually up like on a hill. I don't know if you guys can see, it goes straight down. Are you going to be live in the morning on Sunday, Tides? Yeah, no, tomorrow I'm going to be way busy, but Sunday, if the weather cooperates, I'm going to be live Saturday or Sunday morning. You make you make stairs. Yeah, I think it would be fun to just try it. Try it at least once. That way people can see the Emerald Coast at the exact same time they can see the Atlantic. I think that would be super cool for everybody to see. And then I could be the one that talks since you like to be quiet. Yeah, like a collab. That's if you want to. If you don't want to, that's fine. I would just invite you to join the chat while you're on live, and then people can see the water on your side and people can see the water on my side. So they literally can be in two different parts of the country. Oh, thanks. I don't know how it's done either. I have no idea how it's done. Unless you are in my live and then I push invite and then you're already live. I'm not sure. So, Happy, would I go inside of her live and then, like, push invite, or... Okay, so she could come in my live and then push join, and then it would, she could join. I don't know how this TikTok stuff works. I just literally started going live this month. I'll have to figure it out. Yeah, people would see both beaches at the same time. So the screen would go into a split screen. You would have half the screen, I'd have half. And people would see your, whatever you're showing, and then whatever I'm showing. I don't know how the sound would work, because it would be kind of different, but I don't know. You might have to change your settings. And I'll do all the talking, yes. You don't have to talk at all. And we don't have to go live the whole time. We can just go live for like 30 minutes or something. It's totally fine. I don't mind talking. I'll answer all the questions that people have. Thank you for the gifts. A couples host? I don't Oh, I gotta, hold on. People walking, people walking. What I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let Tides go live, and then I'm gonna push invite, maybe, and see if that works. I don't know. I'm just gonna trial and error it, and then if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Because people invite me all the time to be part of the live, and I just ignore them. I'll have to research it and see exactly how to do it. It's worth a try. I think it would be cool for people to see two beaches at the same time on different parts of the country. Like you show the Atlantic and I show the Gulf. I think that's neat. Go follow Tides. That's what she does. See, you'd like that too, for us to go live together on Sunday morning? You would get a double dose of salt therapy. We will see. Sunday morning, there's not supposed to be any storms here until later, so if you follow me, you should get a notification when I go live. Or if you follow Tides, you'll get the same notification. Yeah, that's true, Tides. Either way, they'll get the sound. Yeah, I have to be careful because people are in bathing suits and TikTok gets mad at me. That is the Navarre Beach Pier. There's the condos. There's the dunes. That's where you see all the sea turtles. So if you ever come to Navarre, go to the pier, you'll usually see sea turtles. I'm in Navarre Beach, Florida, in the Panhandle. It's the longest pier, I believe, in the Panhandle, I believe. It takes 5 business days to walk. Especially when you stop to look at all the marine life, the dolphins and stuff. St. Pete, I don't even know. Oh, cool. So you'll be, what, 7 hours from me? right now it's red flag, so yeah, no swimming. I'm always afraid I'm gonna drop my phone in the water when I'm on the pier. I have to be super careful. It says no swimming right there, and then there's a red flag. Usually when there's just a single red flag, you can go ankle deep, and if it's a double red flag, you can't go in at all. So I'm confused on what you can and can't do right now. Nope, there is no lifeguard. Never mind, there was a lifeguard. Now, when I was here earlier in the week, the lifeguards were actively getting people out of the water. I've never seen the flags here like that either. Usually it's up on the dune and that's it, but this is Navarre Beach, Florida. It's in the Panhandle of Florida. I'm almost at 20,000 likes. Thank you so much. You were just in Destin, cool. There was someone that drowned on the, let's see, east side of Destin a couple days ago, or a day ago. Yeah, and it's double red flag. It's just people come down here and they don't listen to the sign or the flags. The flags are to warn you of dangers in the water, and it happens quick. There's a bird over there. I think he just caught a fish. Seems like he's like, maybe he didn't, maybe he dropped it. Does he have a fish? Yeah, he has a fish. Do you guys see the fish? Oh no, maybe that's seaweed? No, he's got a fish. It's wiggling. Oh my God, did you guys just see that? He just caught him dinner. And I know exactly where he's going. He's going over to the Sound to eat it. Hold on, someone's walking through. This is in the Panhandle of Florida, USA. Bye, Tides. Hopefully I'll see you Sunday. Me too. It'll be fun. He's got a fish too. Oh my gosh. It looks like mullet or something. Did you guys just see the bird and the fish? I hope I got that. I feel bad for the fish though, to be honest with you. It's kind of sad, but the bird has to eat. This is Navarre Beach, Florida. Thank you. It was nice talking to you too. I'll follow you also, by the way, as soon as I get off live. From Iraq. Awesome. It's got to be meal time. This is the third bird diving for fish. Oh, we got a fish. It's like a little minnow. If you guys like this type of content, make sure you follow. I do content throughout the week. I go live at least twice a week. There's another sandpiper fishing. Look at this. Crazy. It must be dinner time. It is really nice here. It's gorgeous. Thanks for the repost. Glad you love it. So do I. Thank you for the follows. It's red today. There's a no swimming right there. And then a red way over there. There's birds out there fishing. See if they come back here with a bird in their little talons or whatever they're called. Thank you for the follows. Sharing the salt therapy today. Yeah, it's there are currents and stuff in the water. So I'm focusing on this bird. I want to see if we can see it fish. There are rip currents and stuff right now in the water because of we're getting a lot of storms from the Gulf, and it's making the water crazy. Now, if there were sharks, there would be a purple flag up. Darn, he's going too far. I try to show you guys as much cool stuff besides just the beach. I like to show you guys, you know, the other stuff too, the sea turtles and everything else. Hello. Thank you for the rose. The water is beautiful today for sure. It's always beautiful though on the Emerald Coast. Okay, someone's coming, it's coming, so I'm gonna point it to the sand. Hey, Duke. Cocoa Beach. This is in Navarre Beach, Florida. This is the panhandle of Florida. So up by Pensacola. Yeah, so technically north part, yeah. Northwest Florida. No. If you want to see my face, go to my profile. My face is on there. This isn't about my face. This is about the ocean. The star is right in front of you. I'm not too sure. Usually a lot of the shells are underneath the sand here. Duke, that's sweet. Thank you. I'm just wondering, why do you think that my feed is the best versus other people? They're taking the flags. There goes the flag. I think all the lifeguards are getting ready to go. Oh yeah, cool. I try to make it feel that way. Lifeguard picking up the flags. He just waved. We have the best lifeguards. Destin is about an hour east of me. This beach is gorgeous for sure. You're going this weekend? Awesome. Yeah, we're gonna have like pop-up showers. Sorry, making you guys fly. You're mentally here. That's the whole point. So if you like my type of content, follow me. Look how deep, like steep this was. You have marshlands in Iraq? Sorry if my stuff is freezing. I might lose a little bit of connection as I'm walking. There's not that many shells on the beach. Most of it is like in the sand, like underneath like a layer of sand. Also, if I see anybody in bathing suit, I have to make you look at the sand. Because TikTok gets upset. So I'm just letting you know, if you see sand, it's because I'm trying to keep you away from people in bathing suits. I mean, I don't care about bathing suits, but TikTok does. I'm going towards a turtle nest. I gotta find it. So if my feed gets restricted, then because of bathing suits, then follow me and I will show a video of the nest. Yes, this is in Florida. This is in the Panhandle. Oh. Gonna have to look at the sand for a second. This is east of Pensacola. Yep, this is in Navarre. There's like a little sandbar right there. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's there. Oh, this poor old lady fell and she couldn't get back up out of the water. They helped her. Oh, I see the sea turtle nest, you guys. Hold on, I gotta let you look at the sand. There's more bathing suits. If you guys want to see the turtle nest, let me know, because I'm going that direction right now. In that direction right now. All right, well, I'm going. I just gotta skip people that are in bathing suits. Look at how beautiful this water is right now. So it is a loggerhead sea turtle nest. That's what we're going to go see. It's like a field trip. Here's a cool, that's a cool show. If you like this kind of content, make sure you follow so you guys will get content throughout the week. And then I go live at least twice a week if the weather cooperates. The water seems like it's getting calmer. You're on the Rockies? We're going to the turtle nest right now. It's on the Navarre beach. It was laid like two days ago. I gotta walk. It's like, I don't know. Hold on. You might be able to see it's roped off in green. So if you come to the beach, especially in an area where there is turtle nesting, make sure that you have red light, not white light, because it confuses the sea turtles, especially when they're going back out into the water because they follow the moon. And make sure you fill in all your holes at the beach and knock down all your sandcastles. This is Navarre Beach. Navarre Beach, Florida. There's a bunch of shells down here. I'm hustling it to a sea turtle nest, I think. Hold on. Oh yeah, there it is. I was going to the wrong thing. I saw a blue thing wrapped up and I thought that's what it was. Nope. So, watch out, birds. That is a sea turtle nest. Right there. And it was laid by a loggerhead. Santa Rosa. This is in United States. Sea turtle nest. So, there you go. If you've never seen a sea turtle nest, now you've seen one. This is in Navarre Beach, Florida. You think it's time for a change, Donna? Navarre is smaller and a lot more, you know, about family and that type of stuff. Destin's just overcrowded and commercialized. If you keep going, there's an orange barricade, and that's where the Air Force Base owns, and you can't go past that. There's a lot of shells in there if you wanted to go digging. Thank you for the follows. If you guys just joined, you just missed a sea turtle nest. But I'm gonna do a video of it and then put it up on my TikTok so you guys can see. You're welcome, Duke. Anytime. I'm going to be doing a live early Sunday morning for the sunrise. Yeah, all the lifeguards are going. They're all leaving. I just saw the last car leave. right, guys. I'm going to end the live. You guys follow if you like this content. I'll be live hopefully Sunday morning for sunrise. Hopefully some salt therapy did you guys good. Have a good night.